guys, it's Jozy here, back again with another video. Today, I'm going to be actually discussing the 10K a month lead generation lessons, right? And if you don't know who I am, my name is Jozy Ansu. People just call me Jozy. And I used to work in a marketing agency, also a property development company and acquisition. Then I went into the full agency space, got mentored by two eight-figure agency owners, and then built my own agency and worked with over 57 marketing agencies to help build out their client acquisition, right? And during this whole time, I scaled my first agency, AGP, from 0 to 50K a month in under 90 days, right? And then I scaled it back again to 50K a month in under 90 days. So I've done it twice. And today I'm just going to show you the lessons I learned at the very, very start of the lead generation agency that helped us break through that first $10,000 per month, right? I'm in England, so it's £10,000, but you can say it. And proof that I've actually done it before for other people. This is Thomas, where we took from 0 to 28,000 in under 30 days. Okay, so it took me, I don't know, I think it took us really quickly to get 10K per month, but it takes a lot of people like 6 months, 7 months to actually do it. Jovan, he joined with us and added an extra $10,000 in 85 days, right? So these are just some examples of people that we've helped. So all the lessons I learned, we've gave other people the lessons and they've made money from it, right? So pay close attention. So what I wanted to do first is actually go over the kind of offer attention sales pyramid, right? And this is mainly the foundation, the bedrock of client acquisition, right? So when I'm thinking like, when I'm looking at an agency that is first starting out, I'm looking, have you got an offer in place? Are you getting enough attention? And are you turning that attention into new clients? And if they don't have one of these three, they usually like not being able to scale past the $10,000 per month, right? So I'm going to go through all of this and just literally show you the lessons I learned while trying to build all these three pillars in my agency. So the first one is offer. I would say the biggest thing is sell desired outcomes, not services. And it's basically saying you want to sell that desired outcome, not just Facebook ads or Google ads or email marketing. It's because like anyone can just buy that from Fiverr. Like you're not very special if you just sell like services. However, if you help tech companies double their revenue by getting them in touch with enterprise companies, like who are you? Like tech companies are going to be giving you money because you position yourself as someone who can bridge the gap and get them to the desired outcome. So look at what you're servicing right now, look at your marketing materials and ask yourself, am I selling an outcome or am I selling a service, right? And then to follow up on that is when you're actually selling an outcome, be specific as possible, right? So when we went into the agency game and we're targeting other marketing agencies, we knew that we're going to a very, very competitive field, okay? And everyone was selling, we'll help you book 10 appointments per month, we'll help you book 25 appointments per month. But we were like that is pussy boy offer, right? We didn't read $100 million offer to not make $100 million offer, if you know what I mean. So I remember speaking to my partner Ethan, and I was like, we need something that when people see our marketing, they're like, oh my fucking God, right? This is like what I want. So what we've done is we went through all of the sales calls he had, and I went through again and again and again and again and again, and we built like a feedback form, like what do people actually want? Right? And we landed into kind of people want qualified appointments, but they want a high volume of them, right? But they also just don't want qualified appointments. They want appointments with high budget companies and decision makers from them. So just not appointments with like BDRs or business development reps, appointments with founders and CMOs specifically. So me being a marketing guy, I just like, okay, if they're asking for this, let's give them this and see what happens. And I kid you not, like we literally doubled the bookings that we had just from doing that, okay? Just by changing the offer. The whole copy was the same. We just changed the offer, boom, exponential growth, right? And guys, it only takes one good offer to essentially build the business. When we were scaling to 50K a month, it took me a bit of time to make the offer, but as soon as I had a winning offer, I didn't change it for 6 months. And it kept booking us 50 to 100 appointments every single month. So you don't need to like always test, find proof of concept, then scale, which I'll come on to in a minute. The next thing is lowering the risk, right? So we knew we were in a very competitive market, and people have just been burned by agencies before. Like, of course, they give their money to a guy that just watched a few email videos on how to do Facebook ads and thinks he's an agency or that. And of course, they gave him some money, he burned the money, and now they don't trust agencies again. right? So what we've done is implemented a guarantee. Now, a lot of people have mixed opinions about it, but for me, I'm like, hey, it's a perceived like likelihood of achievement. So if I say guarantee, if this doesn't work, worst case scenario, we give you money back. Best case scenario, you make like $10,000 to $20,000 per month. Okay, so for me, I just kind of see it as like a deal. Like just make the deal in so much in their favor that they feel stupid saying no, and boom. Because what actually just coming on to it, what actually made me think about that is that you want to actually create flow, then monetize flow, then add friction. So if you're not getting any sales, like you don't really have a business at the moment. You want to be given as much as possible to get business in the door and then make money from that business. And then once you've actually realized that, hey, I've got established business, I don't really need to work with all these people, you can remove guarantees and then just go based off the desired outcomes, right? And that was kind of the game plan for this. Then the next thing was attention. Now, biggest thing that I've realized about attention is that you want to apply as much leverage as possible. So this is leverage. So it's basically, let's say some person puts one input into the system and gets two out, and I put one input into the system and get 10 out. That is basically the main concept of leverage. So do I get more for what I put in? And the biggest leverage in today's market, in my opinion, that we've leveraged, leverage, is technology. So when we were starting out, we used email sending softwares like Instantly Smart Lead to be able to send 3,000 emails per day, right? And I talked to, of course, the old school lead gen guys. They would say, oh, when we used to use Mailshake, it used to be so hard, so expensive. But now we're so blessed of having all these technologies that I'm able to send 3,000 emails per day, which led to around 5 to 15 appointments per day, right? And what that meant is that I could have the system working in the background and I can focus on other areas of the business, like servicing clients, talking to teams, recruiting, stuff like that, that I wasn't like bogged down in terms of marketing. And if you're doing this like manually, you're going to be spending so many hours actually just sending out the outreach where a system can do that for you. So I highly recommend if you're having troubles doing the outreaches, hitting your outreach targets, like you should really just leverage off the tech because tech doesn't sleep like humans. Tech doesn't take breaks or smoking breaks or vape breaks now, right? Tech will just be in and out, just sending you a message again and again and again. So you want to have one form of leverage, at least one form of leverage in your agency. So you can use paid ads or you can use automated DMs as well, right? I'll be making videos on how to do that as well in the future. And then it's proof of concept and skill. So what you want to be doing is you want to be finding at least a 1% meeting book rate. So that could be on email. If you're on DMs, I suggest around 2% meeting book rate from your marketing activities. And then once you actually have that, don't try over optimize. Don't try to be Einstein and start doing some crazy things in your ad campaign or your your scripts. What you want to do is just show that message to more of the right people, right? So you want to increase volume, double volume. Like ask yourself, why can we not just 10x the volume? And in retrospect, you should be able to 10x the outcomes. Assuming, which is a big plus, assuming you're targeting more of the right people, right? If you're targeting the wrong people while increasing volume, it won't have that effect. So you need to make sure you have a lot of people that you can target, right? And then once you find something that works, just run it home. I'll give you a story, like I said before. One script lasted us 6 months, right? I'm on it. I'm honestly like being honest. If you have one script that really works, you should not fuck with that script. Keep it running, keep pumping gas through it, and then book out your calendar. Right. The next thing is always be creating content. I got this from always be closing. Always be creating content, and the reason why is that, especially if you're doing outreaching and you're actually like saying hello to a stranger or introducing yourself to a stranger, it helps having content in the background. So when a stranger searches you up from your email, from your ads, they can be nurtured via your content. So literally make it like a religious rule for you to be posting content every single day, 3 to 5 times a week, right? And what you soon realize is after you start posting content for around 6 months, you start getting inbound leads. So that could be 1 to 7 appointments per week, right? And if you want to scale up content, then you can literally just be working from inbound instead of outbound. So it's always crucial having content, right? And then lastly is sales. Now, sales, we want to be selling as much before the meeting. And how we do this is by leveraging the YouTube videos, leveraging testimonial videos, which is a very, very big one. So guys, if you have clients you've already got results for, jump on a call with them, record the call and post it. So whenever someone sees your business or your agency, they know that, hey, like this person has got result in my type of industry. Okay, so what we've done, we posted on YouTube and LinkedIn to warm our clients up and then nurture them before the sales call. So when they came to the sales call, they already understood the process and the offer, which made selling the service so much easier, right? That's why you see like people like Iman and Hamza pump out content like there's no tomorrow, because they know the value of content, right? And what I've seen here is the biggest fear is that you're being criticized from like from posting and putting yourself out there. In reality, no one really gives a shit. Like no one really cares. Like maybe they'll have a thought about you, but then after they'll just go back to their normal lives. And the people that do care will probably become clients. So people that really are interested in your content will probably opt into a few things and end up becoming clients in the future. So don't worry. Like just start creating and start getting content out as soon as possible, right? And then offer over sales skills, right? So instead of spending so much time practicing sales, which we did do, but instead of like prioritizing it a lot, we spent a lot of time building a no-brainer offer, right? Which knew that selling like something that people actually wanted would be like more advantageous than practicing a little objection script, practicing a little script. And I'm not saying don't practice, I'm saying practice it, but make sure you have a killer offer before you just go full Jordan Belfort mode and start practicing your sales process. And then talking about sales process, we followed the closer framework. So it's clarify, label them as a problem, overview their past, sell their vacation, explain away the concerns, and reinforce their decision. Right. So if you don't know what that is, go to check out Alex Mosey's stuff on sales. It will explain to you a bit more than this one, but basically use that to close deals, right? So you should not be winging your sales process, because if you're winging your sales process, you don't know how to lead your prospect to the sale, and the prospect will end up trying to lead you to what they think the sale should go. So if you understand your sales process, if you have a rigid one, so like it doesn't have to be rigid, just be a simple sales process, but you're the one asking questions, you're the one pitching the services, you're the one handling objections. It makes the whole process easier. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like it, like, subscribe, whatever you need to do. And if you're interested in growing your agency, we have there's a training material below in the caption. So just click on that if you're interested. If not, just enjoy this free content and hope you kill it. Well, that's it from Desire, and take care. Bye.